talk to you, the people of the forces and the public, to inform you how far we have gone with the campaign and the problems we have gone through. And also to rebut some issues which were raised by one of the presidential candidates, that is the President General Museveni, what he raised about with this cooperative union. Now, number one, as we're traveling, our roads are very bad. Of all the candidates who are traveling on road like us, have seen this. Of course, we know there are some candidates who are just going on in the towns. But for us who are going, who know that the people of Uganda are in villages, who are going to villages, we're getting huge problems in the process of travel. We have slept on the way 4 times, and all of you have seen it. You recall when we went to Karamoja, when we left Moroto, we were going to Kabong, and we were passing Kotido, the road was bad. From Kotido to Kabong was bad. From there to Abim, we could not make it in time for Abim, and we all slept on the way on that day. And you also know that you cannot do a campaign where you sleep on the way because we have fixed period of time. Recently, we slept in, when we were in Kitugum, when we went to Acholand, you saw the places we went. You recall when we were living in Oya, to come to Gulu, you saw that was the border between Omoro and upside Amuru. You saw we got stuck in the water. But because we had good cars, we managed to cross. And when we crossed, of course, we got people who were stuck on both sides. We had to ask our boys, the drivers and the girls, to start transporting them for that period we were there. That clear, that clearly showed that this country is here in the problems. Now, recently we were in Agago, we were Adel, when we left Kitugum, of course, from Guru to Lamo, you saw how bad the road was. It delayed us the process, and we could not be able to finish all what we had planned. So we reached Lamo late, we reached Guru late, and we could not go to Muchuni and other places we had put on the program because of the roads. Now this shows clearly that the campaign with a fixed period will need to really be adjusted to take care of this. Now we went from there. Of course, when we reached Guru, Kitugum, we interfered with the police with the help of military. But good enough, our people resisted and wanted the police and the military that this campaign is being managed by Electoral Commission, not by police and the military. So if the Electoral Commission believes that they cannot manage it and they have given police and the army, they should also tell us so that we make a decision whether we're dealing with the army or we're dealing with the Electoral Commission. Now from there, of course, we went from Padel. From Padel, we could not cross. Even in Padel itself, we got stuck. Of course, when we get stuck, we get other people in trucks, in other means of transport. There are goods on the road. You see people's matoke getting ripe, tomatoes getting ripe, maize getting ripe. It is a very nasty area. So we crossed, we reached Padel. And when we reached Padel, of course, we managed. You know how long we took there. By the time we went to reach Karongo, time had passed. But of course, we kept on going. Now from Karongo, we're going to Patong. Now you recall, we had to pass a water lake. It was a lake on the road. And we lost, in that process, we lost 5 cars. They could not make it. They were all died there. Now, Electoral Commission cannot pay us the cars. Government of Uganda, which is supposed to give us good roads, I'm sure it can't pay us also there for that. That clearly shows how people are suffering, are losing property. We lost 5 cars, and you recall we abandoned those cars in Karongo up to now. We don't know if when they will come here, but that was the issue. Now we left after Karongo, we reached very late. We got police again interfering, not knowing that our delay was not ours. The delay was for the bad roads. While the candidate Museveni is flying in the air, for us we were on the what? On the roads. Now by the time we reached Karongo, it was late, whereby police should have understood, even the Electoral Commission should understand, and that's why we're calling on the Electoral Commission. Number one, they must find a way, either they extend the number of days for the campaign, or they allow us to campaign, because I have reached an area, I have suffered on the road, not because of myself, but because of the poor road. And you, Electoral Commission, knowing the infrastructure of our country, you decided to have days fixed that we should do the campaign. So that's how, again, we got a problem. And I think it is important, every presidential candidate should be given an electoral commission, electoral staff to come and assess what we're going through, so that they understand what the election is about. It's not an election of just running to reach a district and go away. It's an election to reach somewhere, do a campaign, talk to people, market your manifesto. Unless it's being done deliberately, so that we cannot market out our manifesto. So from Patongo to join back to Padel, so that we wanted to cross to Lira. We couldn't. The whole place was on an island. We decided to go and said that we have to go back to Padel. When we went to Padel, of course, again, you remember, we got stuck. We pushed the cars, until 2 a.m. The others, again, we lost another 3 cars there. You recall we had to abandon 3 cars. So 5 plus 3, those are 8. By the time we reached Padel now to connect to Lira, we got another place. And that's why we slept on the way. Having slept on the way, the day of yesterday, which is for Budaka, could not be started at 10. We had to reach here at 2 p.m. And we're going to do Budaka and do Chibuku. And as you're aware, as we're doing the campaign, you will discover we're already late, we're tired, we have lost cars, people were fatigued because of the infrastructure. So this country needs really to understand that President Museveni has been around for long, but he has neglected the country, which has given him resources for 40 years. And for 40 years he has not done it. It means what he has not done in 40 years, he cannot do it in what? 5 years. So with him, would be happy also for him to be on the road to see what we're talking about. He's leading a country, he doesn't know the infrastructure. For him, he's flying. If in fact, I would suggest the Electoral Commission to give all candidates choppers, so that we have choppers, so that we can fly. The country is ours. The chopper President Museveni is using is not his. It's not his father's property. It's not his property. It's a government property. If you have allowed him to use property of government, then all candidates should be given an opportunity. They should be given choppers so that we all fly. And that's why we're saying this election is not in free times and it's not fair. And that's what we're calling on all Ugandans to really condemn this in strongest term that the country is breathing. Of course, we went to Dhaka. We started very well, but we're having our groups, colleagues from NUP following us. This is not the first time. When Masindi, they were there. We are just, for us, we're gentle people. We know what we're not fighting NUP. We're not fighting NRM. We're asking the people of Uganda. We're sending our manifesto. We want them to give us an opportunity to lead this country so that we can do what is missing. But NUP, with their violence, yesterday they attacked us. They have followed us not less than, not once, not twice, not once, many times. But we have been good people because we know we're not fighting anybody. We're fighting to make sure that the people of Uganda are safe. We are attacked. We are attacked by NUP. That's why I want to call on Honorable Chagulanyi, the president of NUP. You are not the one who has the monopoly of violence. You are not. And if your boys are good at taking Njaga to attack others, I can assure you we have capacity. We will not need the army, we will not need police to assist us in this. We will deal with you. The earlier you stop this exercise, the better. And I want to warn those who are trying to perpetrate this violence that we are going to deal with you. I'm telling my team, any slight issue where we see violence, we must handle it now squarely. Unless Chagulanyi and his team refrain from it. And this, I want to tell you without fear or favor, that we have capacity. We have, and for us, we don't take Njaga. We don't take marijuana. We are sober men and women. We shall manage you. So the earlier you stop this, the better. We forgive you for yesterday. You have hurt our people. We have 5 people with broken heads. They're in hospitals, but we forgive you. Try it again, you will live to regret. And I want to tell the police and the armed EC that any slight provocation by NUP, we are going to reciprocate with maximum force and energy. So the earlier they stop it, the better. So the security organizations try to refrain your people in advance before it becomes dangerous. I want to address one issue about the Reduced Cooperative Union. For you colleagues who are not aware, and the country at large, I came to Reduced Cooperative Union on 2nd May 2008. But before I came to that, for the last, that was Second May 2008, in a contest which attracted the president of Uganda, And the president of Uganda was flaunting an NRM candidate who is called Mudimi, Honorable Mudimi, you know him, Nyasio. So, unfortunately, he lost in that election. Why did we come to Vibez Cooperative Union? Vibez Cooperative Union had been run down by the NRM. And one of the person who was the architect in this is one old man called Omurugo, who used the BCU to educate his children, to steal money, to run the institution down. Of course, you see him in the petition. An old man is in Baleya running every day Kampala because he feels he wants to come back to the union and steal it. So they had run the institution down, and they had run it in such a way that they had got even debts, which is over $5 million. We don't know how that money came in. We're still even investigating it, and we're happy IGG raised an issue that they must really know how this money came in to those group of people. They were now, that was just seriously, most like a money laundering, and that is by the NRM government. Because none of those was in opposition. All of them were from what? NRM. Now, the land they talk about, President Museveni talks, I think he has a bad memory, history. The land is talking about the 1 square mile, which is at Doko, was bought at 5 million shillings per acre. But whom did they buy it from? They bought it on 7th April 2008. I came in on 2nd April 2008 when the land had been sold by his team, which was involved in criminality and which were very interested. So when they took that land, we went to court over it, and we won the case. That those people had no authority to sell the land, because even at that time, they had been chased out of the union. Why did they chase them? Mismanagement. They had stopped buying coffee in 2003. For 5 years, there was no single coffee which was coming to the union. The union had been given to the Muzungu for 20 years. That factory, our flats, which we have changed in the hotel here at the bus park, called the plot 1 to 3 Manafa. We have changed it, and we wanted people to go and say what we have done. We have done a 5-star hotel, which is about to be finished, had also been taken by the Muzungu. This same group are the one who sold our Mount Elgon Hotel. You know, the Mount Elgon Hotel was for Vibez Cooperative Union. This same group sold our estate, Usamaga Estate, partly, and the Namakwekwe Estate. This same group sold our prime plots in the center of town. One of them was sold to the NRM chairman of Sironko at only 40 million shillings. How can you sell land in the center of town more than an acre at 40 million? So we are telling you that Museveni has a group of crooks, and I think he's lacking information. He should have said, I came to Vibez Cooperative Union because his NRM henchman had run it down. So when we came in, our job was to make sure we bring back our union. We started from day one to organize farmers, and from there, we have run the institution up, and at that time, we had a debt of 1.78 billion, 1.7 billion, by the former NRM guys. We paid our debt, that debt. We took it as a union. From there, the union started moving. On 18th December 2010, because he was fearing the next election of 2011, he came with the army and grabbed the union again for 5 years. 5 years. He came and took our coffee. He came and took our houses with his men again. We lost over 40 billion again because we had come, the farmers had got their coffee. So that's why we told him. We came and went to the court. We fought. There's a court case, I think petition number 46, if I recall, of 2012. We won. It took 10 years. We won in 2021. And how did we win? They said government had no authority to go to a private company and take it over. And now what we're trying to do is we're now going back. We're saying, no, we have won the case. We need compensation on what you stole. So that's how to tell you that anything under Museveni's government is only stealing and nothing. So whatever is raising to the people of Uganda, all these are facts, and we're going to give you the agreements. We'll sign the agreement. They sell over the land. which he bought, he claims he bought, it was not him who used his government's machinery. He bought it through all the board. I want to put it to him. Let him show me the signature, because I'm the chairman. That Nandala is the one who signed the agreement to sell him. I wasn't there when he took the land. And he cheated us. 5 million in town, an acre, that is cheating. When an acre should go for 100 million shillings. So that's how it is. Now, if he's a man, instead of running to take in Teso, let him come and explain it here in Bali. And let him call me, and I'll be there. I'll explain to the people of Uganda. Let him come with his document, I'll come with mine. In the meantime, I am organizing myself to send you the documents to see for yourself what type of government Museveni has run. He ran out all the entities, he had come to finish us. So I want to thank the people of Gisu for standing up to make me their chairman. That's why you're standing with your heads high. Now his anger now is saying we're now putting money in our pockets, maybe once again to bring his Chimbere. But we will fight until the end. The Gisu belongs to us, BC belongs to us, it's not a government property. And I want to tell you, this one, over my dead body, we shall all Gisu raise against anybody who comes for it. I want to thank you for listening to me.
Okay, the president will file questions.
Oh, this is, now you see, no, the media see, Nandala sold land. Are you getting me? I am going to show you evidence. It is the NRM who sold the what? The land. And I want him to show me in my signature, because our bylaw says the chairman will be the one to sign all those contracts. The chairman who signed, if it is my signature, I am here. I am ready to pay if I am the one who sold. There's whatever it is, these people sold. And the people who are the most terrible thief is one man called Wamurugo who is running up here. A man is a thief. He came from his village with slippers. One red, one blue. Now, now he's claiming he's what is now a big man, a landlord here, but if you ask him where he got the money, he will tell you the Vibez know he's a criminal. He has run up and down. We have won him everywhere he has gone. And we're determined to win anybody. Even if they went to ICC, we shall beat them.
Okay, the president will take brief questions so that we leave for the field.
No question, I'm very clear.
No, okay. You can.
But I'm finished. Don't translate.
Okay, we'll leave for the field.
We'll leave for the Uganda.
Well, if you're not going to speak Uganda, let me ask one question. You've talked about the hardships you're going through, and vis-a-vis how President Yoweri Museveni is doing these campaign rallies, flying from here to there, people with no hardships, and people are going there to find them there. So how are you going to ensure that you reach the people you would like to address, so that we have a win-win situation by their opposition candidates who are using the road that they come in? How do we have a win-win situation in this situation?
By the way, if you are not aware, I've just left my home. It's going to be in my district, Sironko, at Bodadili. They are using trucks to carry people as if they are animals, or matoke. Instead of going, so that's where it is. That's how bad it is. Our people, even recently in, where in Serere, they died, they already died. I don't know who is going to compensate them. So for him, he has a state machinery. Even he can hire transport trucks. Why not hire buses? Why not give them transport to go there and go there? For us, we are determined to go to villages, and that's where we are. And we are only asking the Electoral Commission, there are two things. Number one, to extend the number of days. Now, are you getting it? So that we can do the campaign fairly. Number two, is to deal with the issue of when we come to a rally. I have traveled a long journey, suffered on the road. People are still waiting. Why should you stop me? And this time of guidelines, you must put in consideration what happened. I have not delayed myself. I have delayed because of the infrastructure. So Electoral Commission should not be sitting in the Kampala offices to direct that they know what they are doing. They should be here. That's why we say we're only 8 presidential candidates. They can leave the other ones. We're saying, let them give us an electoral official, maybe one of the commissioners, to be on the team, and we see with him how we move, so that he can see what is. And that's why we shall say we are going to the fight. And the law allows, where conditions are not, you are not the one who is the one who caused them to be like that. The court or the rules will allow you to win. I am not the one who has made the road to get cut with water. I have delayed by because of the road, and the person who made me to be cut is the government of Uganda. So they don't want to answer. So I've reached. The police have nothing to stop me. I have come with the road, I've got stuck on the road late. You are not stopping me, because I'm not the one who caused myself to stop there. It wasn't intentional, because I had capacity to sleep in the bed anywhere, in a hotel or at my home. So those are the things we're saying we're going to defy. And the Electoral Commission, the earlier it comes us to address this matter, the better for us. But we are going to do the campaign up to the end. Whether to what, njagala okubagamba tugenda kukola campaign paka